Okay, in this video I want to talk about Chaucer's Book of the Duchess and how I would develop a theme for that work. Chaucer, right away, you have the narrator telling you that he's sick, okay, that he can't sleep, and then later on he introduces you to someone else who's sick, and eventually can't sleep, Alcyone. All right, she's grieving the loss of somebody, and then you meet someone else who is deeply grieving and is sick, and it's the Black Knight. So now Chaucer, as the narrator of the poem, doesn't tell you up front that he's lovesick, but he does tell you he's lost somebody. All right, and he tells you that it's a loss only one person can fix, but the person can never come to him. So you get the idea that he has lost a loved one. Okay. And then in Alcyone, you also see the notion that she has lost a loved one, her king, King Ceyx. And then for the Black Knight, he flat out tells you that he's lost somebody. Right away, for me, I'm recognizing internal parallelism in the structure, and I can make something of that. I mean, I think that was there intentionally. It moves beyond the realm of coincidence. And because of that, it moves into the realm of design. And I'm asking myself, why did Chaucer, the writer, actually, design it this way? Are we meant to contrast what happens here between these three players in similar situations? And so the object I would be looking into is the handling of loss in Chaucer's The Book of the Duchess. Okay. Now, if you look at it carefully, only one of the three die. And this person that dies actually can't speak. Eventually loses the ability to speak. Now, two others survive. Now, you know that Chaucer, the narrator, survives because, he ends up writing the poem. So, and you know that he can speak because he's speaking in the poem. There's someone else who also continues to speak. And this person also has, speaks very, very eloquently, very artistically. And you know that Chaucer, the narrator, is also speaking artistically too, in that he's writing his poem. So I might say there's a clue there for me. And the way to defend yourself against this, facing the way death will empty out a relationship by taking away the loved one from you, the way you defend yourself there might have something to do with how you speak about it. Okay, so I would pursue that in Chaucer's Book of the Duchess. Now, I'm not saying you have to pursue that. I'm just saying I personally, because I recognize the parallel structure of the three similar situations, Chaucer's situation, Chaucer the narrator, Alcyone, and the Black Knight, that allows me to play off the three, to compare and contrast to see what elements are different in each one, to maybe suggest why two survive and one fail. And maybe, now, see, one does die, correct? One of the three. Another of the three doesn't completely heal. This person is continually wrapped up in the cycle of loss. One of the three completely heals. Which one is it, and why? And what did this person do that the other two didn't do? And if I can articulate that, I might be able to make the case that doing that unique thing, the thing that the person who survives the loss and becomes well again does, that the other two don't, is the key. And I would work it out that way. Now, I have some other videos that work that out more in depth, and I would encourage you to watch them. But, in terms of an example of just in the bare bones, what I would pursue and how I would pursue it, it would be comparing the three parallel situations, Chaucer's, Alcyone's, and the Black Knight's, and I would pull from the text areas that prove that they are in similar situations. And then I would pull from the text areas, quotations, lines that suggest that two of them are doing what the third can never do, what the third one could never do. and that in fact one of the three is doing something unique. I would show you where he's doing this unique element. I would quote those lines, and then I would explain toward the end how that perhaps was the unique element that protected this person from the devastating vacancy of death and loss, that how it empties out a relationship.